Hi. So a couple people asked me how to do painterly brush strokes, and as you can see, I've got a stencil background here, and you might be able to see that in that I've roughly drawn a flower bouquet. These are some gorgeous roses I have in blue paint. So now I've got, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just paint in a little bit of a background so that you can see the flowers. And so I've got some of my magenta here, and so this will just kind of tell me where everything is. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of just go around my roses so I can see them, and one of the most important things will be to paint the negative spaces in here. And so to do painterly brush strokes just means to allow expression and emotion and not be tight. And so, you know, there's a big difference how you hold your brush. If you're holding down low here tight, or if you're holding a little farther back loosely, is a really good place to start. This is a little wet, so hopefully I won't be smearing too much. But as we know, when we smear, oftentimes that is a really cool part of the painting. Oh, I might just leave that leaf in. That's kind of cool from the spray paint. Okay, so you know, anything can happen. This is just the beginning. But I've got my color palette, roughly, and I've got a rough composition. And now I'm just going to put in some painterly strokes. So painterly strokes, you know, also mean that you allow the brush strokes to show. You don't just smooth them out. You let that wonderful lusciousness of the paint show. And if you really want brush strokes to show, you could use the heavy body because that's going to create a lot thicker of a brush stroke. As you can see over here, now there's where you get some real luscious brush stroke. Luscious brush stroke. But part of having painterly brush strokes is thinking about your mood, okay? So if I want a real swooping mood, like the wind is blowing through the ocean and you've got an ocean scene, you might do some really long, I'm gonna leave that leaf in there, that's kind of cool. You might do some really long, luscious strokes with a really big brush if you're doing the sea. I'm just doing these roses, and so I'm just kind of dabbing here and there, and you can see with the heavy body, I hope you can see this, that you really get a lot of these luscious brush strokes in there. And this is just a real down and dirty example for you. You can also kind of splatter a little paint to get your magenta here and there on your canvas, which is really nice. Okay, so that's about it. Just allowing the brush strokes to show the lusciousness of the paint and not smoothing them out. Now you can see I'm doing some kind of quick short strokes. That's probably because I've had too much caffeine today and I'm kind of choppy. If you were in a more relaxed mood, you might have some nice long relaxed brush strokes. But you get to decide what mood you want in your painting. All right, let's let that dry and then come back to the actual flowers. So just allowing your brush to kind of dance around the canvas is really big. Loose and free, just like you were as a child. Turning your brush at different angles. So another thing you can do for painterly brush strokes is you can vary your size of brush. So getting different sizes of brushes is a really good way to mix it up and add interest. So again, you can see I'm not really getting into the details here. I mean, I could certainly take this, and that might be kind of fun, to draw some of those lines in a rose. You know how the rose has kind of the petals all in the middle. So that could definitely be really fun. Or you could use your marker to do that, of course. Okay, so now we've got some beautiful flowers, and I took artist liberty and made them my own colors, but you can see we've got some fabulous brush strokes here. So if you look closely, you can see the textures, you can see the movement, and you can see it's not tight, it's very expressive. And that's how you get a lot of emotion and mood in your painting. Now, of course, I'm going to do a lot more to this painting, but I hope this helped you, those of you who are wanting to know how to make more expressive painterly brush strokes. If you want to work with me personally to have somebody to look at your paintings and guide you in the journey of becoming an expressive professional quality painter and even show and sell your art, you can book a call with me here to see if we're a good fit to work together in my art mentoring program. See you soon.